Okay, Cindy.
My name is Wendy.
Wendy?
Lindsay.
What? Lindsay, what? What's your last name?
Just 1 second, please. Sir?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to let you speak to someone in my office. Just 1 second. Let me transfer you.
Thank you very much.
Can I help you?
How you doing? Mike, what is your last name, please?
My last name is Woodcoff, and I've just spoken to Lindsay, and I am aware of what your concerns are.
My concerns are, do you ever hear them super loud car stereos in traffic? Mike,
Right, I'm familiar with loud vehicles, yes, sir.
All right, are you lucky not to live in your home where you hear them boom cars coming through your home, or do you hear them at night in traffic?
I've heard both.
Okay, here's what I'm trying to do, Mike, my friend. What's your last name again, please, so I can write it down?
My last name is Wittkoff, W-I-T-T-K-O-P-F.
Well, so, you know, you're a lot more forthcoming than Florida Department law enforcement idiots, okay? They don't want to give their names or anything like that. No, that's under 119 of Florida statutes, public records. What I'm trying to do is I tried talking to Jeff Tillman of Panama City. He's an assistant city manager, I think, or something like that. I've already tried talking to Bay County Sheriff's Department, Frank McKeithen. Barbara Bell happens to be somebody in the, in the Bay County Sheriff's Department. I've tried talking to Scott Irvin, the Panama City Police. Laura Olson happens to be the secretary. And I came up with this brainstorm. I was told by Jeff Tillman, call Department of Transportation, Florida Department of Transportation, where we put up signs on every state road at every intersection all over the state of Florida. No boom cars. Turn in a boom car, $100 credit towards any fine or ticket. Boom cars will be arrested under 3015 of Florida statutes, and their vehicle will be taken away permanently, forever under 932 contraband. What do you think about that?
Well, I don't see any reason why you couldn't make that suggestion to, upper management. That's something we could not do, but I could give you a couple of email numbers or phone numbers. Matter of fact, what I could do is I can get our transportation in Shipley. That is where we ordered signs from.
Yeah.
Now, notice where he said, I could do. This is the first time. I'm talking about over 10 years. This is the first time I've ever heard anybody say, what I could do. That right there, he deserves a fucking award on that right there. And I'm talking about, I've called the Florida governor's office. There's a guy named Warren Davis that's been there for 13 years, ain't done a motherfucking thing. Fuck, I've called Florida Department of Law Enforcement fucking idiots, Whitney Williams, bitch. Wick Swearington happens to be the so-called commissioner before that. I think it was a guy named John Bailey, I think was the commissioner before that. I've tried calling all different kinds of fucking offices. This is fucking incredible. He said, what I could do. I can't fucking believe this.
They're in charge of that kind of thing because they have to do traffic studies and that kind of situation. I could get a gentleman up there to give you a call and discuss this with you. How about that?
Well, see, here's the thing, my friend, okay?
Now, you notice he's saying, give you a call. Now, what's the reason why he couldn't say, I'll call on your behalf? The reason why they're doing that is for two reasons. Automatically, if I'm calling, they're automatically going to think, well, this is the first call. And because I have not been referred by somebody in the state, they're automatically, if you ain't part of the state, you're a fucking outsider. You're somebody to be avoided. You're somebody that is a pain in the fucking ass. You're somebody to be barely tolerated, put up with, and everything like that. Now, why the fuck didn't he say, I'll call on your behalf. And on top of that, I'll let you hear the fucking conversation. We'll make a conference call out of this. Stay on the line. We'll make a conference call out of this. Hell motherfucking no. They'll make a fucking conference call.
I've had cops, and I'm talking about idiot clowns, homeless terrorists, okay? Yeah, I call them homeless terrorists because I've seen them terrorize homeless people. There's a guy named Kenny Luther that was thrown in jail that put his ass on the line 5 times overseas, got all shot up, was a sniper. A punk-ass cop threw him in jail. Okay? Now, when I give my number, then it goes all over the state of Florida, and then it's put into the database, and anytime my number comes up, then they automatically cut me off. Now, what I don't understand, my friend, is if you know the right, departments, why can't we, as of June 22nd, 2016, immediately have signs put up all over the state of Florida? See, here's another, and also have on there, it is a felony under 80610 of the Florida statutes for them boom cars to put ambulance and fire department people in danger. So now we got 3. We can immediately have them arrested under 3015 of Florida statutes. No warrant is needed. We can immediately arrest them under putting ambulance and fire department people in danger. Not only that, when the concussion of the speakers goes through your home, that's called 81002 of the Florida statutes. Can I ask you a question, my friend? Did you swear an oath to support and defend the Florida Constitution?
I support the Florida Constitution, absolutely.
All right, Article 2, Section 7 of the Florida Constitution says unnecessary noise will not be tolerated.
Right.
So now what we got to do, my friend?
We have due process as well, and we have a string of statutes that we have to deal with.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie right there. Due process is for the rich man. It's not for the poor man. The poor man never gets due process. The poor man never gets due process. That's a lie. Okay? The poor man is the one that rots in jail. The rich man don't. Okay? Now, here's the thing. How long, can I ask you a question, my friend? How long have you been with the Florida Department of Transportation? How long have, do you know, how long have you been with the Florida Department of Transportation?
I've been around for 20 plus years.
Okay, then you were around before the boom cars was anywhere around. I remember when there was no boom cars.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty loud, aren't they?
It's not just, my friend, it's not just loud. The low...
Hey, yeah, they're pretty loud, man, yeah. It's almost like, hey, I knew they were fucking there. I know what's fucking going on. For all I know, maybe the cops are giving kickbacks to everybody in the fucking state. Maybe they're getting rich off of every time somebody gets thrown in jail. Maybe they've got stock in the jails. I don't fucking know.
Frequency sound does something called ionization and damages your guts. If a female has just become pregnant and she's near one of them boom cars, it fucks up the baby for life. Why do you think we have so many of these retards running around with ADHD? There's a whole industry that takes care of retards. And then you got the bullshit cops. They do this thing called Special Olympics bullshit, but they'll take and throw mentally deficient people, homeless people in jail because they're getting cash from the jail. That's why they do it. So what I'm asking you to do, my friend, only God knows the number of people that I have pleaded with to try. Even in the Bible, Psalms 35:20 of the Bible says, there are those who lay in wait and ensnare and enrage the peaceful of the land. Now let's go under United States Code Title 18, 241, 242. It's a $10,000 fine and 10 years in prison. Let's go under 876 of the Florida statutes. That's called the terrorism statute in the state of Florida. So we can immediately have signs put up everywhere in the state of Florida. See, my friend, recently, January 2016, they had this thing called Watch out for our first responders. Can I ask you something? What is the chances of a boom car hearing an ambulance person?
Well, hopefully there's sirens, and hopefully they'll hear it. I sure hope so.
Well, I hope...
I know people like us are going to hear it, and we're going to pull off the side of the road, because we know it's the right thing to do, right?
That's right. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do a pronged effect. We can have them arrested under 3015 of Florida statutes.
And you understand that that is a law enforcement issue. I mean, you've been speaking to the right people as far as arresting people. You know, we have no authority to do such a thing.
But here's the thing, my friend. Don't you put up signs that say flood zone. Don't you put up signs that say, information signs. Okay, so now when we put these signs up at every intersection, we gladly arrest boom cars. And then have on there under 3015 of the Florida statutes, and then under 80610, which is put ambulance and fire department people in danger, and then to breaking into with the concussion of the speakers into your car, which is a conveyance or a home, that right there is a 15-year prison sentence. And then, have you ever heard them where you feel like your ears are going to pop? Have you ever had one in traffic where you felt like your ears were going to pop?
I'm sure I have.
Okay, that's called...
Right now.
Right, that's called 784 of the Florida statutes. That's a 15-year prison sentence. That is felony battery on somebody's body. Now let's count the number of violations when these punks go down the road. Let's count the cycles of their speakers. One boom car going even half a mile can go to jail for the rest of their life for the counts of these boom cars. And they're American terrorists under 876 of the Florida statutes. And I have found, my friend, I have yet to get an email. I tried talking to Warren Davis, who is citizen service of Florida Governor crackhead Rick Scott. I know he's a crackhead, or he's got AIDS. He looks like a motherfucking crackhead to me. I've met him at McKenzie Park, okay?
Yeah.
And I have found, my friend, I am trying my damnedest to try to protect citizens. And that is the reason why, if I was in your position, I'd say I'm contacting Chipley right now. We're going to put these signs up. We're going to